Welcome back to RS Academy. This is Ravi Shankar, Chemistry. We are discussing second chapter acid, base and salt. In this session, we are going to discuss classification of acids. Get ready, students. So let us learn classification of acids in detail. So put it in classification of acids. Classification of acids. Acids. Acids are classified into different types: strong acids, weak acids, organic acids, inorganic acids, monobasic, tribasic, based on some points. So acids are can be classified into different types based on their source, based on their source, based on basicity, based on concentration, based on strength, based on strength, based on composition. So acids are can be classified into different types based on source, based on basicity, based on concentration, based on strength, based on composition. So let us discuss in detail about classification of acids based on source, based on basicity, based on concentration, based on strength, based on composition. So get ready, student. Take book, pen, and copy each and every point what I am going to write on the board. Right? So let us start with based on source. Classification of acids based on source. Based on source. Acids are can be classified into different types based on source. These are organic acids, organic acids, inorganic acids. Organic acids, inorganic acids. So based on the source, acids are can be classified into different types: organic acids, inorganic acids. So organic acid means they are obtained from the living organisms, whereas inorganic acids are obtained from the non-living organisms. So let us look into in detail about what are the organic acids and examples in detail. So put heading organic acids. Organic acids. Organic acids. Organic acids are obtained from the living organisms. Living organisms. Living organisms, either plants or animals. Organic acids are obtained from the living organisms. They are edible. We can eat them. They are weak acids. They are non-corrosive in nature. Non-corrosive in nature. They are non-corrosive in nature. They are they consist of COOH group. They consist of COOH group. This is called carboxylic acid group. Carboxylic acid group. Carboxylic acid group. Carboxylic acid. Next one. Organic acids generally consist of carbon along with hydrogen. So these are the characteristics of organic acids. Organic acids are obtained from the living organisms. They are edible acids, weak acids, non-corrosive in nature. They consist of COOH group is called carboxylic acid group, and they contain carbon along with hydrogen. So these are what is meant by organic acids. Copy that. Examples. Example. Formic acid. Formic acid. Chemical formula HCOOH. It consists of COOH group. That means carboxylic acid group. If the acid consists of carboxylic acid, they must be considered as organic acids. COOH group. Let me draw detailed structure. HC double bond OH. This is the detailed structure of formic acid. Formic acid also called methanoic acid. Methanoic acid. Formic acid also called methanoic acid. So methanoic acid is present in antisting, antisting, antisting. Ant in Latin is called formica. Formica. In Latin, ant in Latin is called formica. So that's why it is considered as formic acid. So not only that, formic acid present in bee sting and nettle plant sting as well. Nettle plant sting. Nettle plant sting. This is an example of organic acid, that is formic acid. Formula HCOOH. Detailed structure H C double bond OH. It is called methanoic acid. Formic acid is present in ant sting. In ant in Latin is called formica, so that's why it is considered as formic acid. It is also present in bee sting and nettle plant sting. Okay, right. Next one, acetic acid. Acetic acid. Chemical formula CH3COOH. CH3COOH. Let me draw detailed structure. CH3 C double bond OH. Acetic acid also called ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. Acetic acid is present in vinegar. Vinegar in Latin is called acetum. In Latin, so that's why it is called acetic acid. Acetic acid present in a vinegar. Vinegar in Latin is called acetum, so that's why it is considered as acetic acid. So this is example number 2, that is acetic acid. Formula CH3COOH. Detailed structure also called ethanoic acid. It is present in vinegar. Next one. Next one, lactic acid. Lactic acid. This is also called 2-hydroxypropanoic acid. So this is a structural formula. So 2-hydroxypropanoic acid is also called 2-hydroxypropanoic acid. 2-hydroxypropanoic acid. So if you want, you can draw the detailed structure. That is CH3, CH, OH, C double bond O, OH. This is a detailed structure. 2-hydroxypropanoic acid. So chemical formula you can frame. Carbons are here 3, hydrogens 6, H6, O3. This is the chemical formula of lactic acid. So lactic acid present in sour milk and curd. So this is also one of the example of organic acids. Next one, tartaric acid. Next example, tartaric acid. So first of all, let us draw the detailed structure, and later on let us frame the chemical formula. Tartaric acid structure will be this is the structure of tartaric acid. So let us frame the formula. How many carbon atoms here? 1, 2, 3, 4. C4. Hydrogen atoms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. H6. Oxygen atoms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. O6. C4, H6, O6. C4, H6, O6. Tartaric acid. This is a present in tamarind. Present in tamarind. Tamarind. So one more important point I would like to say here, that is, so tartaric acid is one of the ingredient of baking powder. Please make a note of it. Baking powder. Baking powder. Baking powder is a mixture of baking soda and tartaric acid. Baking soda and tartaric acid. Baking soda and tartaric acid. So because of baking soda used in baking of cakes or in cooking purpose, so what is the reason behind that? Tartaric acid is an edible acid. Generally, organic acids are edible acids, weak acids. They consist of COOH group. I said so many times COOH group. COOH group. Carboxylic acid group. Copy that. Next one is oxalic acid. Oxalic acid. The structural formula of oxalic acid will be COH taken twice. Detailed structure C double bond O OH bond C double bond O OH. The chemical formula will be C2H2O4. Oxalic acid. Oxalic acid present in tomatoes, tomato and spinach. So we should not consume the combination of tomato and spinach, because of if the oxalic acid content increase in the body, it may lead to formation of stones in kidneys. So because of oxalic acids may react with excess of oxalic acids may react with ions present in calcium or potassium, sodium ions present in the body, and forms salts of oxalic salts are oxalate salts. That is, so make calcium react with oxalic acid, forms oxalate. Calcium oxalate. Calcium oxalate is considered as the stone in kidneys. Calcium oxalate. Calcium oxalate. Calcium oxalate. Calcium oxalate. The formula will be C2O4Ca. Calcium oxalate. You will get formula like this. Calcium oxalate. Sodium oxalate. Potassium oxalate. So we should not eat the combination of tomatoes and spinach because of the concentration of oxalic acid increases in the body. It may lead to formation of the stones in the kidney. Please keep that point in your mind. So oxalic acid. Next one, butyric acid. Butyric acid. Structure will be CH3, CH2, CH2, C double bond OH. This is called butyric acid. So butyric acid also called butanoic acid. Butanoic acid is present in rancid butter. Okay, not only that, malic acid is there, malic acid present in apple, uric acid present in urine. So these are the few examples for organic acids. Is it clear to you? Right. So now we are going to discuss inorganic acids. Ready? Inorganic acids. Inorganic acids. So inorganic acids are obtained from the non-living organisms. Non-living organisms. That means they are prepared from the minerals on the earth. Minerals. Minerals. So that's why these are called mineral acids. Mineral acids. Generally, mineral acids are strong acids. They do not have COOH group, carboxylic acid group. They don't have carboxylic acid group. And they do not have carbon along with hydrogen. They do not have carbon along with hydrogen. They are non-edible. They are non-edible. They are highly corrosive in nature. They are corrosive in nature. So these are the few words regarding to inorganic acids. They are obtained from the non-living organisms. They are prepared from the minerals on the earth. So that's why these are called mineral acids. Generally, mineral acids are strong acids. They do not have COOH group. You should not. That means you must have. They do not having COOH group, and they do not have carbon along with hydrogen. They are non-edible. They are corrosive in nature. Let me repeat once. Inorganic acids. Inorganic acids are obtained from the non-living organism. They are mineral acids because of they are prepared from the minerals on the earth. They are generally strong. They do not have COOH group. So they do not have carbon along with hydrogen. Next, they are non-edible. We should not eat them. They are highly corrosive in nature. That means corrosive in nature means they can destroy the other materials. So if you place any metal in the acids, the metals will be disappear. So they are corrosive in nature. Examples: hydrochloric acid. Are you following, my dears? So please make each and every point note. Please make a note of each and every point. Hydrochloric acid, formula HCl. This is also called muriatic acid. Muriatic acid. So the inorganic acid, because of it is prepared from by combination of chlorine and hydrogen, then you will get hydrochloric acid. So these are prepared from the minerals on the earth, non-living organisms. So that's why it's considered as inorganic acid. Next one. Hydrochloric acid. Sorry, sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. Chemical formula H2SO4. So sulfuric acid also called oil of vitriol. Vitriol, king of chemicals. Chemicals. So it is prepared by sulfur trioxide. When dissolved in water, you will get sulfuric acid. So this is called oil of vitriol because of it is obtained in the form of oil on heating of green vitriol. Green vitriol is iron sulfate, FeSO4.7H2O, green vitriol. Green vitriol. So oil of vitriol is obtained on heating of green vitriol. So that's why it is considered as oil of vitriol. So you will get sulfuric acid on strong heating of green vitriol. So on heating green vitriol, you will get sulfur trioxide. When sulfur trioxide dissolved in water, you will get sulfuric acid. So that's why it is considered as oil of vitriol. Next one. Nitric acid. Formula will be HNO3. It's called nitric acid. It's also called aqua fortis. That means strong water. So what is the reason behind that? So because of it is able to dissolve silver in it. So some of the metals are insoluble in acids. Those metals are located below the hydrogen. They won't react with acids and they won't insoluble in the acids. Example: copper, mercury, silver, gold, platinum. These are. But nitric acid is able to dissolve silver in it. So that's why it is considered as aqua fortis or strong water. Strong water. Also called queen of chemicals. Queen of chemicals. Queen of chemicals. Right? So this is also considered as inorganic acids because of it is obtained by the reaction between nitric acid with water. Nitric acid will dissolve in water. Sorry. Nitrogen dioxide. Sorry, nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide when react with water along with oxygen, you will get nitric acid. So these are the minerals on the earth. So we are preparing this acid from mineral or non-living organisms. So that's what is considered as inorganic acid. Let me repeat. So nitric acid, HNO3. This is called aqua fortis, strong water. It's a considered as queen of chemicals. It is prepared by the reaction between nitrogen dioxide, water and oxygen. So these are the non-living things. So these acids are prepared, this acid is prepared by the reaction between non-living organisms. So that's why it is considered as inorganic acid. Next one. Carbonic acid. Carbonic acid. Chemical formula H2CO3, carbonic acid. Listen carefully, it's a very important one. It's an inorganic acid, but it's a weak acid. Please remember that it's a weak acid. Weak acid. Not only that, inorganic acid generally they don't have carbon along with hydrogen, but the carbon and hydrogen present in carbonic acid. This is an exception. Weak acid. It is prepared from the combination of carbon dioxide with water. Then you will get carbonic acid. So using aerated drinks, that means sodas, Thumbs Up, Pepsi, right? You will get carbonic acid. So carbonic acid is obtained dilution of carbon dioxide in water. So inorganic acid, but it's a weak acid. So generally inorganic acids are strong acids and they have no the hydrogen and hydrogen carbon combination. But here you must have seen that hydrogen along with carbon. So it's a weak acid as well. So very important one. So name the inorganic acid which is weak and consists of hydrogen and carbon, that is carbonic acid. Next one. Phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid. Formula H3PO4. H3PO4. So these are the organic acids and inorganic acids. I hope you understand. Is it clear to you? Right? So keep learning, my dears. Take care. Have a nice day.